Globalization is one of those few topics that really is impacting your life more than you know or you realize, and you haven't really given it much attention, if any attention at all. But stick around for a minute and see if this opens some eyeballs and maybe leads you in a new direction that actually helps you so that you can get over some of the pains and struggles that you're in today. So, in today's world of globalization, if you need extra money, you know, it is easier today than it has ever been throughout the history of mankind in our country to get money. Our economy is so flooded with money, they keep pumping more into it at a rate that is faster than anybody could ever save it. And it's so easy to get it, but yet most people live in debt, bad debt, and most people are really struggling financially and have problems stemming from financial problems. So how can that be? Well, there's an extreme lack of financial education and people believing in lies that say that you need money to make money, and that's complete BS, and I'm calling that lie out for what it is. If that were true, I'd still have no money. So here's the other thing. If you want to have a job or get another job, if you're looking for another job, you're competing with people, say in India, that can work for a nickel a day, and you're going to lose out, and you're not going to be paid fairly if you're even lucky enough to find a job. A lot of people, they're not even lucky enough to find a job. We have 45% of the people in our country that don't even make enough money to claim federal income taxes. 45%, that's unsustainable, and it's killing everybody. So in this new globalized economy, you're not only losing jobs to people that can make a nickel an hour in, say, India, but some of those jobs are actually coming back to America. However, those are being outsourced to robots. So now you're competing with robots which work for nothing an hour, not even a nickel, or nothing a day. So now you've got that new thing that's popping up and becoming more commonplace. Your jobs are being dismantled, and your employers are not going to tell you that, and the government is not going to tell you that. The government is going to tell you that they have a plan to bring jobs back. They know that they can't, and they're not being honest with you. And the only pathway that they have to being so dishonest and getting elected is that the mass majority of the population has no financial education whatsoever, so they can keep getting away with telling you lies. So in today's world of globalization, you have the option of being complacent. And if you take that option, you are going to struggle and you're going to have more pain than any class of people that's ever existed in the history of this country to be complacent. If you have ambition, it is extremely easy to go out there and make as much money as you want. You could go from completely homeless to destitute, broke, and in foreclosure and this and that to being completely rich if you want to. If you've got ambition, it's never been easier to do that. If you're complacent, you're going to struggle more than anybody has ever struggled in the history of this planet. And those are the facts. And you can make a decision. If you want to be ambitious, decide you're going to be ambitious. And if you're not going to make a decision, well, that probably means you're complacent. And that probably means that you're going to suffer. And you're going to experience a lot of pain throughout your life. And you're going to be stuck just telling it how it is, keeping it how it is to anybody that will listen to you. So you have a choice. You can be ambitious or be complacent if you're not going to choose anything at all, which means you're probably complacent. And I recommend choosing the ambition, because it's not just about you, but it's also about people around you, and your decisions to varying degrees actually affect other people. So in my personal, very well thought of opinion is if you don't want to be selfish, and if you really truly care about helping other people outside of just helping yourself, get some ambition and get the skill set that you need to learn about how money works, and get over any hang-ups that you might have about money. If you're making a lot of money in a way that's adding a benefit to people and society, then you are very generous and you're helping to heal the planet and many somethings that are causing a lot of people a lot of pain right now. So do that, be ambitious. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go to my website, tomberkenmeyer.com. I've got a list of 31 ways that you can begin to raise money now, fast, even if you have no money whatsoever. I started on that list when I was broke myself and had no money coming in, no job, no unemployment, nothing. And I started on that list. And well, today I'm a lot better off. I'll tell you what, it's pretty awesome. I'm tapping into that money supply that is so easy to tap into for people that have ambition, because I got educated, and not the traditional education. That'll probably just wipe you out. So complacency, traditional education, you stand to just lose big time. Ambition and being teachable, make that intersection. Ambition alone is not enough. You got to be teachable. And there is so much money out there. They are printing it faster than anybody can save it, and it is really reserved for people who are ambitious and teachable. So go to my website, tomberkenmeyer.com. If you need 31 ways to raise money now, pick it up. Even if you just find 2 or 3 out of that list of 31, I'm sure there's at least 2 or 3 you could tap into. If that's your starting place, if that's your starting point, then do it. I've also got a 30 Days to Profit training sequence that begins the 1st of every month. If you'd like to know more about that, just shoot me up a private message or something like that, and I'll show it to you. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, at the very least, at least you're on a path now to finding something that does, so that you can begin to tap in on all that money and put it to work to help you and the planet. And you don't have to be tossed around like a rag doll anymore by the globalization that's going on and this economy that treats people who don't have the ambition or the skill set, and people who are more complacent, treats them very badly, worse than any other class of citizenry in the history of this country. So don't fall into that. That's what most people do, and most people are 98% of the population. That's 19 out of every 20 people end up either dead or dead broke, depending on the federal government, family, and friends as the main source of their income by the time they turn 65. And they've got multiple chronic diseases. Not good. Don't be like most people. Be the 1 out of 20. It's worthwhile. It really is. And it's not selfish. It's actually very generous to other people. Take care, everyone. I will hear from some of you soon. The rest of you I don't hear from, that's okay. Just stay on the path to finding something that really works for you, and man, be teachable. You don't want to blow it when you have an opportunity to learn something. Take care.